Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to start with the 10 essentials, but I wanted to highlight that these are 10 things or 10 categories of things that you should have with you, whether it's just a day hike, backpacking, maybe an emergency kit just in your car, that kind of thing. And if you're new here, let me introduce myself. My name is Stacy, and I am a NASM certified personal trainer. I don't use that credential for really anything on YouTube. Eventually, I'm going to be doing some follow-along videos, but for the moment, I do 3 videos a week. My fitness journey, a clean with me video, which I may end up eventually turning into a vlog style video. Not sure yet either, but for now, they are clean with me videos. And then a travel type video, so cruise. I have a cruise series going on right now, which should be done by the time this video goes up. So I'll have that playlist linked down below. So I'll have other hiking and camping trips. Also, I'll vlog those because to me, travel is more than just going to crazy destinations. Hiking and camping stuff can be a great way to explore new places when you're traveling as well. Those are the 3 videos I post a week, every single week. So if you enjoy that type of content, please consider subscribing to my channel and help me achieve my goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Also, I am a dream vacations travel advisor, which means that I can just help you plan your dream vacation together. I work with you. I am with you every step of the way. If you are I want to look up and research all the things and then ask me questions, absolutely, I can help you with that. And we can plan together. Or you want me to plan all of it and say, hey, I researched all of these things, brought that back to you. You decide what exactly you'd like to do. Or you're a book it and forget it, I just want to go on the vacation when the time comes kind of traveler. I can help you as well. So I am here to support and help you plan your trip however you would like to do so. So all of that information will be linked down below. So let's get into my pack with me. I'm gonna have everything broken down into categories so that if there's something that you're looking for, I'll make sure I'll have chapters also so that you can look through all of it. And majority of all of these things I bought on Amazon or I've had for years and years. So I'll have links to everything also down below, which will be affiliate links. So if you do choose to use my links, thank you in advance. It definitely does support my channel. But yeah, let's get into it. So let's get into the 10 essentials. So the first thing of the 10 essentials is navigation. So how are you getting through your trail or your hiking or whatever you're doing? Are you just using a GPS on your phone? Like I use the All Trails app, which I love because you can download the maps offline. So if you do end up in more backcountry areas that don't have a lot of service or any service at all, the map will still be available. I also have a Garmin InReach Mini, which you can use to text your loved ones back home. But that does require a subscription, and it's nice you can do month to month so that if you're only backpacking or hiking or outdoors for a couple months at a time, you can use that. I don't know if we're going to use that for this trip. I think we're going to bring it because it has an SOS button, which means search and rescue automatically gets sent whether you have the subscription or not. But we most likely won't need it. We're not doing a extraneous hike because I'll get into where we're going at the end of the video. So the next thing on the 10 essentials is sun protection. I've got sunscreen. I've got UPF rated long sleeve shirt, which I am holding upside down. So in case I don't want to worry so much about sunscreen, I have a pair of leggings that I wear primarily at night. But if for some reason we are in extreme like sunlight, I can switch from the shorts that I plan on wearing and wear the leggings instead. I will also have a baseball cap, which I don't have here with me, but you get the idea, a baseball cap to protect my face. My husband and I went hiking 3 weeks ago, and that vlog should be up. Yeah, that vlog should be up by now, so I'll link that down below. And we completely just forgot sunscreen. We didn't bring it at all. And I think you can probably still see it, maybe. The line there, I got incredibly sunburned, and it was peeling for weeks. And my arms, they only peel after I take a shower, still, 3 weeks later. It was a crazy sunburn. And my legs got a little bit sunburned, but really not that much. It was just my neck and my arms, where like my shirt, yeah, where my shirt hit, because I also was wearing a short sleeve UPF rated t-shirt, which I'll also be wearing on this trip. But my face did not get sunburned because I was wearing some really nice Oakley sunglasses, which are sun protection for your eyes, and a baseball cap. So those things definitely do help in terms of sun protection. And then the next thing is insulation, or like extra clothing. So I'll get more into what I'm bringing for clothing for a one-night backpacking trip a little bit later, but I just wanted to note that that is part of a 10 essential. And then first aid supplies. So I have literally everything in this tiny little pouch. It's about the size of my palm, and I have small hands. So in here, and your first aid kit should be tailored to you and things that you use. I have a mixture of different medications, ibuprofen, naproxen, which you're not supposed to take at the same time. So those are to be taken on separate days if you do take them. Pepto-Bismol tablets and Benadryl. And then I have some Band-Aids, some alcohol wipes, some small little packets of antibiotic ointment, which actually expire soon, so good to know. Some pre-cut strips of moleskin, some panty liners, and a couple of things of gauze. So not a whole lot in terms of what I feel like we need on a day-to-day, like what I feel like I need for a typical hike at this point in my life. And this is always subject to change based on where you are, what you need. If you feel like you need more first aid things, absolutely pack it and bring it, but it's definitely based on things that you specifically need. And then the next thing is like repair, like tools and things like that. So I have this multi-tool that has a bunch of little things. I don't think I've ever really needed to use this much. I think the most I've used is this part right there to open our bear can, which I will go over here more towards the end of the video, what food we're bringing. This is like one of those things that you hope to never need, but would be glad to have when you need it. And this one's a little heavy, so I could do for a smaller, more compact one that's a lot lighter. And then the next thing is fire, some type of fire starter. So I have in here some cotton little pieces with some Vaseline, and then of course matches. We almost never need to use this. And then I have it in a old pill container to keep it like watertight, so in case we get wet. And then nutrition is another thing in the 10 essentials, which I'll go into all of the food towards the end of the video. Hydration, always bring plenty of water. I personally bring way more water than I actually need. So yeah, that's my personal thing. And we have a water filter, which I think is in my husband's bag. Just kidding, it's in mine. And for the water filter, I have this Sawyer squeeze, And typically we put a water bottle, like a smart water bottle or a life water bottle, on here, and it just lives on there. And then that's always dirty water. And we filter into our water bladders that go into the pack. And we'll probably each carry one of those liter bottles, and our 3-liter water bladders might carry a little bit more because we are going to have the dog with us. So we just have to think of that. And I believe we have access to water throughout the majority of the trail that we're going to be on. So it's not going to be that big a deal if we don't bring enough water. But I always like to be over prepared with water because I drink a ton of water in my everyday life as it is. So I want to have more than enough water while we are on the trail. I need to test this out and back flush it and clean it out before we leave. So I'll probably do that with you guys in this video here, because we have not backpacked in 2 years. We didn't backpack one time last year, and the last time I went, I slept in a hammock. So I will probably set up my tent here in the living room just to test it out, make sure it still works. Also that I remember how to put it together. So I will do that with you guys too. So moving on in the 10 essentials category, we have the last thing, which is an emergency shelter. So in this case, I will have our 2-person tent, which will actually, it's a 4-person tent, 3-person. I don't know. It might be a 2-person. It's a tent. It weighs a lot more than I would like to carry, but that's okay. I actually prefer backpacking in a hammock. But with the dog, I don't think she would sleep, even if we had her on a nice little spot underneath one of us in our hammocks. I don't think that she would be happy not being able to sleep right with us. She'd be too alert and like looking around at all of the sounds and things that she hears. So that's a thing. We just have to have a tent. And I wish we could get a ultralight tent, but those are also extremely thin, and having a dog in those is also a little bit more. Is it worth having an ultralight tent that she could potentially get a claw through and then it's ruined? So at this point, that's all we have. So I will set that up with you guys here shortly. In terms of just like a day hike or something in your car, a tarp and some like string, paracord, and knowing how to set up a tarp so that it could be an emergency shelter is helpful. So those are all the 10 essentials.
This is going to conclude this video. I intended to include this segment in my full pack with me video, but it was getting really long, like 2 hours long. So I'm going to have to really edit that down so it's not even that long. And so also the 10 essentials is super important. It needed its own video. My full pack with me video will be posted shortly after this one, so I will link it below. And I did forget one thing when I was going through the list of the 10 essentials, some type of light. I like to use a headlamp so I can be hands-free, and I did mention this in the rest of my packing video, but I didn't realize while I was talking about specifically the 10 essentials. Thank you in advance. If you choose to use my affiliate links, it really helps me continue to improve my content and grow my channel. Please consider subscribing to my channel. I post 3 videos a week: a day in the life, my fitness journey, which I'm currently training for a marathon, and a travel video. And I'm currently working on my summer 2025 series with backpacking, camping, and outdoorsy content. But if that's not your thing, I do have a ton of cruise and other travel content coming here in the next year. My goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.